Alright guys, I usually don't make these self-defense videos, but I'm gonna make this one for more of a lesson. I'm gonna teach you guys something, right? Um, for a real life situation like street fights and so forth, there are weapons involved. And I know this video here is on a grab, when somebody grab for your throat, but in realistically, streets, usually people don't really grab for your throat so much, right? It could be something else than a grab for the throat. But I'm just gonna give an example here because, man, I'm not here to put on any martial artists. I'm not here to disrespect anybody, but there's a lot of things that's going around now where you can tell it's fake, like it's bullshit, right? So this video is to teach as well as to expose, right? On YouTube, you have like Master Ken. If you guys don't know who Master Ken is, you can look him up, right? Master Ken is more of to me like in Living Color, Mad TV, like comedy skits. But he used the martial arts, make funny jokes and so forth, which he admits that, right? Because you can see that's what he does in his videos. It's not serious. It's not real life situation. Right? I mean, he always kicks the groin and stuff like that, which can work, but it's more comedy stuff, right? And you have Jake Mace, right? And, he does his thing here and there, but the thing that at the end of the day you gotta be honest on what you're teaching, right? And what you're teaching the people out there, especially young ladies, young kids, because you teach them certain things and they go out there and they use it and they get hurt, you know, that could be on you, right? So you gotta be honest to yourself as well as to the people, right? So I'm gonna take you through a quick video here of what not to do. Do not do this. Don't do that, please. All right. When somebody grabs it like that, if they do grab it like that, because usually a lot of people don't grab it like that, right? Don't do that. Don't shove your shoulder like that. Against me, it's okay, but against a younger lady, if you notice, I'm using a very younger, shorter lady here. If I grab her throat like that and she tries to do that, it's not gonna work, right? There's something called physical strength out there too. When somebody grab you, it's hard to get away from that. Now what you see she doing here now, she's using the elbow. Boom. She's coming over the top with the elbow, which kind of put pressure on my wrist at the same time. So if you notice here I show, don't do this. Don't do that. And I'm explaining that, yeah, to me I can do it because I'm a, taller, more physical, stronger guy against a little small lady, little smaller kid, and somebody grab you like that, a bigger person, you're not going to get away from that, right? See, now she uses her elbow. If you notice here, she's holding one hand down while she go over with the elbow, squeezing my other wrist. So it's basically trapping my arms at the same time, and then the elbow come over. So I'm going to demonstrate here again, a little bit slower. If you notice, I'm holding both hands now and I'm coming over with that elbow, the tip of the elbow slamming against the temple or the jaw. If you notice here, I'm trapping both arms, control over both wrists. You don't want to leave one wrist open and doing a technique and concentrating on only one arm because that person have the other arm to hit you, right? So I'm controlling both arms. You can do it like that, or you can just come over the top. As a person touches you, bam. See, thing about street and real life situation, you want to react quickly. And the reaction, the first reaction should be your last. That should be your last, right? And if somebody ever grab you like this, you want to hit them first. You don't want them to do any other movements than what they're doing here. As they put their hand on you, you want to hit them, right? That's going to wake them up. That's going to like shock them. See, I put my hand on the wrist. That elbow come right over the top, right the ball of the elbow. Some people elbow is nice and pointy. You condition your elbow consistently, and that's what you do. Come right over the top. And if you notice her hand, her grip is broken because when I come over the top with the elbow, it forces the wrist. It put pressure on her wrist. See, watch, boom, 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 elbow, put pressure on the wrist, and I'm still even holding her arms. You notice that, right? I'm not letting go of the arm, right? As I said, I'm demonstrating with a smaller person here, and she's gonna in return do the technique on me. And this is her first time learning this technique. She's never learned anything about elbows or knees or whatever strikes, right? Her first time learning this technique. So boom, come over the top. Very devastating, deadly technique, an elbow strike, right? As they put the hand on you, you automatically go for wrist control. So now you're in control now, and then that's when the elbow come over. It should be done in one motion. As they touch you automatically, the elbow come right over. You can hit to the temple, the jaw, anywhere that elbow hit is gonna do damage, and the person's gonna react to that. They're gonna feel that. It's gonna stun them. You wanna stun your opponent if they put their hand on you. Now I'm explaining to her her range and distancing. She could step forward if she need to land that elbow, or she can throw it from that position. It all depends on the range of your opponent. If you notice me here, my front leg, I step forward, I could just throw it from the back, right? Just like that. So it depends on the distancing of the opponent, the arms of the person. You might need to step forward if you need to land that elbow. Try this move 100 times per side in your next class. As you see here, I'm working with a shorter female, smaller person than me. I could use my brother or somebody else, but I want to show you that, you know, she can do the techniques on me, right? If I grab her, right? And if you notice here, I'm showing you know how to rotate your hip. You have to pivot on the foot when you're throwing that elbow, right? Everything comes up from the feet all the way to your hips. Your whole body work as one. So you want to rotate your body when you're throwing that elbow. Very devastating technique. You know, you can really hurt somebody with this. This is not playing around. You come over the top with that elbow, you're going to trap the wrist, and the elbow is going to land on your forehead or your temple or your jaw, and it will do damage, right? If you're a small female, a small kid, this will work. You don't want them to go any further than putting their hands on you and then they're going to do something else. I might draw a knife. You don't want to be doing too much movement, right? You want one good hit. And the most devastating hit in this position here, you come over the top with that elbow. It's unexpected. Unexpected moves are hard to counter. The technique that you don't see coming is the one that's going to knock you out. And the elbow will knock you out. Always remember, in a situation like this, the attacker already made the first move by putting their hands on you. It could be a choke, it could be a grab. Now remember, in the street, there are no rules. It's not a sport, right? There's no referee, right? There's no playing around doing 150 techniques before you get your opponent down, right? That's bullshit. In a situation like this, you want to hit the person with one good hit. You want to be the first to deliver that hit. You don't want your opponent to hit you. You want to be the first. Have the upper hand by striking first. Just a quick pointer here, guys. You notice I rock backwards when my attacker grabs my throat. I do this because it sends my attacker coming forward into that elbow. Because when you grab onto me and I lean backwards, it's going to force your body weight to come along with me. Where I'm going to just slam that elbow right into your temple, your jaw, your face. Wherever it hits, it's going to do damage.